Breathe deeply and prepare yourself for the most powerful manifesting secret you'll ever learn. Tonight, I'm going to teach you something that will sound strange at first, but once you understand it, once you truly grasp it, your entire reality will transform. I'm going to teach you how to fall in love, not with a person, not with a thing, but with an idea, with the vision of your future, with the frequency of your desire. Because when you fall in love with an idea, when you become so consumed by it that it fills your entire being, the universe has no choice but to deliver it to you. This is the law. This is how reality works. And tonight, you're going to learn exactly how to use it. Before we go any further, I need you to do something right now. Leave a comment with these words: I fall in love with my vision. Not, I want my vision. Not, I hope for my vision. But, I fall in love with my vision. Because that's the frequency that creates miracles. So write it now. I fall in love with my vision. Feel something ignite inside you as you write it. This is the beginning of your transformation. Now let me explain why falling in love is the most powerful manifestation state there is. Think about what happens when you fall in love with a person. You think about them constantly. You see them everywhere. When you're not with them, you're thinking about them. When you hear a song, it reminds you of them. When you see something beautiful, you want to share it with them. They consume your thoughts. They fill your emotions. They become the dominant frequency in your vibration. And that's exactly what needs to happen with your vision if you want it to manifest. Most people don't understand this. They treat their desires like items on a shopping list. They think about them occasionally. They visualize them when they remember to. They affirm them during their morning routine. But then they go about their day and forget all about them. Their desire is not their dominant frequency. It's not what they're thinking about most of the time. It's not what's filling their emotional body. And because of that, it stays a fantasy. It stays a wish. It never becomes their reality. But when you fall in love with your vision, everything changes. It becomes your dominant thought. It becomes your dominant emotion. It becomes your dominant frequency. And when something becomes your dominant frequency, when you're vibrating at that level most of the time, the law of attraction must respond. It must bring you circumstances, opportunities, people, and resources that match that frequency. It has no choice. This is law. Now, you might be thinking, but how do I fall in love with something that doesn't exist yet? How do I fall in love with an idea? And that's exactly what I'm going to teach you tonight. Because falling in love is not random. It's not something that just happens to you. It's actually a process. It's a frequency that you can deliberately create. And when you know how to create it, you can use it to manifest anything you desire. If you haven't already, write in the comments, I fall in love with my vision. And if this message is stirring something deep inside you, if you feel the power of what I'm saying, subscribe to this channel and like this video. Because what I'm about to share with you is the missing piece that most people never discover. This is why some people manifest effortlessly while others struggle for years. It's not about technique, it's about frequency. And the frequency of being in love is the most powerful manifesting frequency there is. Let me tell you what being in love actually is from an energetic perspective. When you're in love, you're in a state of complete focus. Your attention is undivided. You're not scattered. You're not worried about 10 different things. You're consumed by one thing, one person, one vision, one possibility. And that focused attention creates a laser-like frequency that cuts through all resistance and goes straight to the heart of creation. Second, when you're in love, you're in a state of pure positive emotion. You're not in fear. You're not in doubt. You're not in anxiety. You're in joy, in excitement, in anticipation, in bliss. And these high-frequency emotions create a powerful magnetic field that attracts matching frequencies. Everything that vibrates at the frequency of joy, of excitement, of love, is pulled toward you. Third, when you're in love, you're in a state of present moment awareness. You're not dwelling on the past. You're not anxious about the future. You're fully present with the object of your love. And presence is where all creative power exists. The past is gone. The future hasn't arrived. But the present moment, this is where you have access to infinite possibilities. This is where manifestation happens. And fourth, when you're in love, you're in a state of certainty. You don't doubt your feelings. You don't question whether you really love this person. You know, you're certain. And that certainty creates a vibration so powerful that it overrides all the old programming, all the limiting beliefs, all the doubts that usually block your manifestations. So when I tell you to fall in love with your vision, I'm telling you to create these 4 states: focused attention, pure positive emotion, present moment awareness, and absolute certainty. When you create these 4 states around your desire, when you hold them consistently, your manifestation is guaranteed. It's not a maybe, it's not a hope, it's a certainty. Now, let me teach you exactly how to fall in love with your idea. This is not something that happens overnight. Just like falling in love with a person takes time, falling in love with your vision takes time. But I'm going to give you a process that accelerates it dramatically. This is a practice you're going to do every single day, and within a week you'll notice that you're thinking about your vision differently. Within 2 weeks, you'll notice that it's becoming your dominant thought. Within a month, you'll be so in love with your vision that the universe will have no choice but to deliver it to you. Here's the process. It has 3 phases. Phase 1 is connection. Phase 2 is immersion. Phase 3 is embodiment. Let me break each one down for you. Phase 1, connection. This is where you first introduce your conscious mind to your vision in a deep emotional way. Most people's visions are just mental concepts. They're ideas in their head, but not feelings in their body. So the first step is to create that feeling connection. And you do this through what I call the first encounter practice. Here's how it works. Tonight, before you sleep, I want you to close your eyes and imagine meeting your vision for the first time. Not having it, meeting it, like it's a person you're encountering for the first time, and you instantly know this is the one. Maybe your vision is financial freedom, so you imagine encountering that first moment of realizing, I'm free, I have enough, I'm secure, and you feel what that feels like. The relief, the joy, the peace, the excitement. Or maybe your vision is a successful business, so you imagine that first moment when you realize this is working, this is real, this is happening, and you feel the thrill of that, the pride, the satisfaction, the sense of accomplishment. Or maybe your vision is perfect health. So you imagine that moment when you look in the mirror and you see the body you've always wanted, and you feel the love for yourself, the confidence, the vitality, the freedom. Whatever your vision is, create that first encounter, that first moment of recognition, and let yourself feel the emotions that come with it. Don't hold back. Don't be logical. Just feel. Feel deeply. Feel completely. Feel like you're falling in love for the first time. Because you are. You're falling in love with your future self, with your fulfilled desire, with your manifested vision. And stay with this feeling for at least 10 minutes. Don't rush it. Let yourself marinate in it. Let it fill every cell of your body. Let it become so real that you forget you're visualizing. You forget it's not here yet. You're just in the experience of it, fully, completely, totally. This is phase 1. This is how you create the initial connection. This is how you open your heart to your vision. And you do this every night for at least 7 days. By the end of 7 days, you'll notice something. You'll notice that you're starting to think about your vision throughout the day without trying to. You'll notice that it's starting to feel more real. You'll notice that you're excited about it in a way you weren't before. This is the beginning of falling in love. Phase 2 is immersion. This is where you deepen the relationship with your vision. Just like in a romantic relationship, after the first encounter, you want to spend more time together. You want to know everything about this person. You want to explore every aspect of them. You do the same with your vision. In this phase, you're going to do what I call the living it practice. Every day, for at least 20 minutes, you're going to live in your vision as if it's already your reality. Not visualize it from the outside, not watch yourself having it, but be in it, live it, experience it from the inside. So if your vision is financial freedom, you spend 20 minutes living as someone who is financially free. What does your day look like? How do you move? How do you think? How do you feel? What decisions do you make? How do you speak? How do you carry yourself? You don't just see it, you be it, you embody it, you live it. And here's the key, you engage all your senses. What do you see in your financially free life? What do you hear? What do you smell? What do you taste? What do you touch? The more senses you engage, the more real it becomes to your subconscious mind. And the more real it becomes to your subconscious, the more powerfully it impresses itself as your new reality. And most importantly, you feel it. You feel the emotions of living this life, the peace, the confidence, the joy, the gratitude, the excitement. You don't just think about these emotions, you generate them in your body. You let them flood through you. You let them become your state. And you do this every single day, 20 minutes minimum. But here's the secret. The longer you can stay in this state, the more powerful it becomes. So if you can do 30 minutes, do it. If you can do an hour, even better. Because the more time you spend living in your vision, the more it becomes your dominant frequency. And the more it becomes your dominant frequency, the faster it manifests. This is phase 2. This is immersion. This is where you fall deeper in love. This is where your vision goes from being something you think about to something you live in. And you do this for at least 2 weeks. By the end of 2 weeks, you'll notice something remarkable. You'll notice that your vision feels more real than your current circumstances. You'll notice that you prefer being in your vision to being in your current reality. You'll notice that you're spending more time thinking about your fulfilled desire than thinking about your current problems. This is a sign that you're truly falling in love. Phase 3 is embodiment. This is where you become your vision. This is where the line between you and your desire disappears. You're no longer someone who wants to be financially free. You are someone who is financially free. You're no longer someone who hopes to have a successful business. You are someone who has a successful business. You're no longer someone who wishes for perfect health. You are someone who has perfect health. In this phase, you do what I call the identity shift practice. Throughout your entire day, from the moment you wake up to the moment you go to sleep, you move through the world as your fulfilled self. Every decision you make from that identity. Every word you speak from that identity. Every action you take from that identity. Every thought you think from that identity. This doesn't mean you ignore your current reality. It means you interpret your current reality through the lens of your fulfilled identity. If a challenge comes up, you don't react as someone who is lacking. You respond as someone who is abundant. If an opportunity appears, you don't hesitate like someone who is unsure. You move forward like someone who is confident. If a decision needs to be made, you don't choose from fear. You choose from power. This is embodiment. This is living as if. This is acting from the end. And this is where the magic happens. Because when you embody your fulfilled self, when you become your vision, your external reality has no choice but to match your internal reality. Your vibration is so strong, so consistent, so unwavering that the law of attraction must respond. It must bring you circumstances that match who you're being. And this is phase 3. This is the deepest level of falling in love. This is where you and your vision merge, where there's no separation, where it's not something you want, it's who you are. And you live in this state as much as possible, not just during your practice time, but all day, every day, until it becomes your new normal, until it becomes your new paradigm, until it becomes your new reality. Write in the comments again, I fall in love with my vision. Each time you write this, you're deepening the impression on your subconscious. You're programming yourself to enter this state more easily, more naturally, more powerfully. Now let me tell you what happens when you truly fall in love with your vision. When you reach this state where your vision is your dominant thought, your dominant emotion, your dominant frequency, the universe begins to respond in ways that will astound you. Things that seemed impossible suddenly become possible. Doors that were closed suddenly open. People who can help you suddenly appear. Ideas that solve all your problems suddenly come to you. Money flows more easily. Opportunities multiply. Synchronicities happen constantly. And here's why. When you're in love with your vision, you're vibrating at the exact frequency of your desire. You're not vibrating at the frequency of wanting it. You're not vibrating at the frequency of needing it. You're vibrating at the frequency of having it. Because that's what being in love feels like. It feels like you already have it. It feels like it's already yours. It feels like you're already living it. And that frequency, that vibration, is what creates your reality. But there's something else that happens when you fall in love with your vision. You stop noticing the lack. Think about it. When you're in love with someone, do you sit around thinking about all the people you don't have? Do you focus on all the relationships that didn't work out? Do you obsess over your loneliness? No. You're too busy being in love. You're too consumed with the joy of your current experience to notice what you don't have. The same thing happens when you fall in love with your vision. You stop focusing on what you lack. You stop obsessing over why it hasn't manifested yet. You stop checking for it constantly. You're too busy enjoying the feeling of it to worry about the timing of it. And that shift, that's what removes the resistance. That's what allows it to flow in. Because resistance is always created by focusing on the absence of your desire. Every time you think, I don't have it yet, you create resistance. Every time you think, when will it come, you create resistance. Every time you worry that it might not happen, you create resistance. But when you're in love with your vision, you're not thinking those thoughts. You're thinking, this feels so good. I love this. I'm so grateful for this. And those thoughts create zero resistance. They create pure allowing. And allowing is what lets your manifestation flow in. Now let me give you some specific techniques to help you fall in love with your vision faster and deeper. These are practices you can used to intensify the feeling, to strengthen the connection, to accelerate the process. Technique 1, the love letter. Write a love letter to your vision, literally. Write it as if you're writing to someone you're madly in love with. Start with, "Dear, your vision," and then pour your heart out. Tell it why you love it. Tell it how it makes you feel. Tell it what your life is like now that it's here. Tell it how grateful you are. Tell it how much joy it brings you. Write freely. Write emotionally. Write without holding back. And then read this letter out loud every single day. Feel the emotions as you read it. Let yourself fall in love all over again each time you read it. This practice is incredibly powerful because it engages your conscious mind, your emotional body, and your voice all at once. It creates a multi-dimensional impression on your subconscious, and it trains your mind to associate your vision with the feeling of love. Technique 2, the daydream practice. Give yourself permission to daydream about your vision, not just during your practice time, but throughout your day. When you're waiting in line, daydream. When you're driving, daydream. When you're doing mundane tasks, daydream. Let your mind wander into your vision. Let yourself get lost in it. Let yourself enjoy it. Most people think daydreaming is wasting time, but it's not. Daydreaming is manifestation in action. It's your consciousness exploring the frequency of your desire. It's your vibration aligning with your vision. And the more you do it, the more natural that frequency becomes, the more automatic that vibration becomes, and the faster your manifestation arrives. Technique 3, the gratitude amplifier. Every time you think about your vision, immediately feel gratitude. Not gratitude for when it arrives, gratitude for it being here now. Gratitude as if it's already your reality. Because when you're in love with something, you're grateful for it. You don't take it for granted. You appreciate it. You cherish it. You're in a constant state of thank you. So practice this. Every time your vision enters your mind, pause for just 10 seconds and say, "Thank you, thank you, thank you," and feel the gratitude as if it's already here. This simple practice does two things. 1, it strengthens the neural pathway between your vision and positive emotion. And 2, it trains your subconscious to believe that your vision is already real, because you only feel genuine gratitude for things that exist. Technique 4, the future memories. Create memories of events that haven't happened yet. Choose specific moments from your fulfilled vision and replay them in your mind so often, with such detail and such emotion, that they become like memories. Your subconscious mind stores them as if they actually happened. And once your subconscious believes something has already happened, it will do everything in its power to make it happen again. So pick 3 to 5 specific scenes from your fulfilled vision and replay them over and over. See them from your own eyes. Feel them in your own body. Hear them with your own ears. Make them so real that they feel like memories, and watch what happens. Your subconscious will start to orient your entire life around making these memories happen again in your physical reality. These 4 techniques, combined with the 3 phases I taught you earlier, create a complete system for falling in love with your vision. And when you practice this system consistently, when you commit to it fully, your manifestation is not a question of if, it's only a question of when. And usually, it's much sooner than you expect. Now, I want to address something important. Some people worry that if they fall in love with their vision, they'll be disappointed if it doesn't manifest. They think they're setting themselves up for heartbreak. But this is backwards thinking. The disappointment doesn't come from loving your vision. The disappointment comes from not living in your vision. It comes from spending your life wanting instead of being. It comes from making your happiness conditional on external circumstances instead of unconditional based on your internal state. When you fall in love with your vision, you're not postponing happiness until it arrives. You're experiencing the happiness now. You're living in the frequency of it now. You're enjoying the feeling of it now. So whether it manifests tomorrow or next month or next year, you've already won. You've already lived in the joy of it. You've already experienced the love of it. You've already felt the fulfillment of it. And that can never be taken away from you. Plus, when you're truly in love with your vision, when you're truly living in that frequency, manifestation is inevitable. It's not a hope. It's not a wish. It's a law. Because your dominant frequency always creates your dominant reality. Always, without exception. Let me share something with you. There was a time when I had a vision that seemed absolutely impossible. Every logical part of my mind told me it couldn't happen. Every person I knew told me I was dreaming. Every circumstance seemed to contradict it, but I decided to fall in love with it anyway. I practiced what I'm teaching you tonight. I spent time every single day living in that vision, feeling it, being it, loving it. And I fell so deeply in love with it that I stopped caring about when it would manifest. I was just happy living in the frequency of it. And you know what happened? It manifested. Not in the timeline I expected, not in the way I imagined, but it manifested. And when it did, it was even better than my vision. Because the universe had been working behind the scenes, arranging things in ways I couldn't have planned, opening doors I didn't even know existed, preparing circumstances I never could have orchestrated, all because I held the frequency, all because I fell in love with my vision and stayed in love with it. That's the power of this practice. That's what becomes possible when you truly fall in love with your idea. The universe responds. It must respond. Because that's how the law of vibration works. You become a magnet for everything that matches your frequency. And the frequency of being in love is the most magnetic frequency there is. Write one more time in the comments. I fall in love with my vision. Let it seal in. Let it become your truth. Let it become your practice. Let it become your reality. Now, tonight, before you sleep, I want you to begin phase 1. I want you to create that first encounter with your vision. Close your eyes, take 3 deep breaths, and imagine meeting your fulfilled desire for the first time. Feel that rush of recognition, that instant knowing, that surge of emotion. Feel yourself falling in love, and stay in that feeling for at least 10 minutes. Let it fill you, let it consume you, let it become your state, and then let that be the last thing in your consciousness as you drift off to sleep. Let your subconscious work with that frequency all night long. Let it begin to reorganize your entire system around that vibration. Let it start to attract circumstances that match it. Let it prepare you to receive it. And tomorrow, and every day after, continue the practice. Phase 1 for the first week. Phase 2 for the next 2 weeks. Phase 3 for the rest of your life. Because once you truly fall in love with your vision, once it becomes your dominant frequency, you don't stop. You don't go back to your old way of being. You live in this new frequency. You make it your home. You make it your reality. And watch what the universe sends. Watch how your life transforms. Watch how opportunities appear. Watch how doors open. Watch how everything you need flows to you effortlessly. Not because you're forcing, not because you're desperate, but because you're in love. And love is the most powerful force in the universe. Love creates, love attracts, love manifests. Love makes the impossible possible. So fall in love with your vision tonight. Fall deeply, fall completely, fall without reservation, and trust that the universe is already responding. Trust that your manifestation is already on its way. Trust that everything you desire is already yours, because it is. It exists in frequency. And now you're matching that frequency. You're becoming it. You're living it. You're being it. Place your hand on your heart right now and say, I fall in love with my vision. I live in the frequency of my fulfilled desire. I am so consumed by the feeling of it that I forget it's not here yet. I am in love, and love creates miracles. My miracle is on its way. My miracle is here. I am my miracle. Feel those words resonate in your chest. Feel them changing your vibration right now. Feel yourself falling in love. Feel the universe responding. Feel everything aligning. Feel your reality shifting. And now, breathe deep, slow, full breaths. And with each breath, fall deeper in love with your vision. See it more clearly. Feel it more intensely. Know it more certainly. Until there's no separation between you and it. Until you are it and it is you. Until your vision is not something you want, but someone you are. This is the frequency that creates miracles. This is the state that manifests the impossible. This is the love that transforms reality. And tonight you're entering it. You're becoming it. You're living it. Sleep well. Dream of your vision. Wake up in love and watch what the universe sends. Good night.